Welcome to the 24th episode of Generation Gap Book Reviews. I'm Christy the mom,
And I'm Lena the daughter.
and in this book we are going to review Lena's choice because it's her favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And it's what?
Hatchet by Gary Paulsen.
Which you read for school.
I read for school, yeah. Do you want me to tell the story of something?
Do you have a story to tell?
Yeah, kind of. My mini. Okay.
I don't know you have a story to tell for this. You read it for school.
There was a time before school.
That you read it?
No, I didn't read it back then.
What's your story about then? You're just going to tell us a story about life in general?
No! Okay, so I think... Does Dad like this book? Or has he read it before?
I don't know if he likes it or not.
We owned it. Or he might have bought it from a thrift store. When I was with him sometime, he's like, you might like this. I think I was like 9 or 10, maybe. And then we brought it home, and I put it on my shelf, and then I didn't read, like, ever. And then we were like, oh, I could do it for school. So, I told you it was a small one, but... How did you come across this book?
Well, I read it when I was a teenager in school. I think it was in school. I couldn't tell you 100% for sure, but I think it was in school. Maybe 8th grade. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I definitely remember reading it because there were certain aspects of it that stuck out to me enough that I remembered them even now. But, it's a classic, so that's why it seemed easy to suggest it as something you could read for school when you were around that right age. So you read it, and that's it. I mean, that's not it, because we'll get to what you thought of it later. But for now, do you remember anything about what it's about?
Survival.
It is a survival story, yes.
There was a plane crash.
So yeah, Brian is a teenager whose parents are going through a divorce or have just gotten divorced or something like that. And he's on his way to see his dad in Canada. And he's just on one of those small planes. It's just him and the pilot. And the pilot has a heart attack, which unsurprisingly means that the plane goes down because it's not like Brian can fly a plane. Although from what I remember, the pilot kind of tried to help him know what to do, or at least to help him land it well. And then the pilot's dead. I don't know why I said it like that. So when the plane lands in water, Brian is left completely alone with nothing but a
hatchet.
You said the thing. I said the thing. So Lena, what did you like about this book?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I mean, some of the survival aspects. I think he went fishing at some point, but I don't know the ending. Yeah, I don't. I didn't like a lot, as you will know.
I mean, this is not a real long book. I liked basically the whole point of it is the survival aspect, and I liked the ingenuity displayed and the different ways that he had to get to the next hurdle. He has setbacks, realistic. It's realistic situation where not everything goes perfectly for him. Yeah. He fails sometimes. He thinks about giving up because because it's just terrible. He's all alone, and on top of all of that, he's still reeling from his parents getting divorced and a big secret that he knew about his mom before they got divorced that probably had a lot to do with it. And so he not only is completely alone, but he's also left alone with his thoughts and his despair about his parents and everything. So I thought it was engaging, and when I was caught up in it enough that when like one kind of major potential issue, like potential disaster happens near the end, I was like, oh man, poor kid. Like, how is he gonna get out of this one? So that kind of showed me how into it I was. Apparently that did not happen for you.
Yeah.
So Lena, share with us what you did not like about this book.
Oh gosh. So like, I think one of my major issues with it is I'm not a big fan of apparently like this kind of survival stuff, especially because he's all alone. Maybe I would have liked it better if the pilot was still alive, or if there was somebody else. Because maybe that's a part of being an extrovert. I don't know.
I mean,
human interaction.
I think about the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
There's at least a stretch of time when all Katniss is doing is trying to survive on her own.
That's true.
So what made that okay?
I don't know.
I'm not telling you you're wrong. there must be something that made that more enjoyable. Maybe it's because it was only a smaller part of the story, although this
Yeah.
story's so short, it might have been about the same length of time. Maybe it's because you just felt like it was written more
Yeah, maybe more
interestingly. Maybe you
interesting
liked
for me. Or I just,
her
I don't know.
style better than this author's.
But yeah, I don't really know like specifically.
Okay.
Like that's
It just really didn't
that's
engage you. Maybe
no.
the writing style wasn't very good for you.
I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of what it
It's
sounds like
been
based on what
like
we just talked about.
2 years since I read the book. So
Well,
was it in third person?
I think so, yeah.
That also might be something. A difference between Katniss and him is because the Hunger Games was first person, and I think one of my big issues with some books is sometimes if there's like a bunch of paragraphs where there's just no dialogue for
Well,
for
there's
a
not going to be
long
much
time.
dialogue in a book like
And
this,
so that might have been one of my issues.
but you like it more when it's first person because it's almost like more of a dialogue
Yeah,
with you, the
because
reader.
if yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
My only real gripe was the author's style.
Yeah.
He tended to repeat himself. He tended to be
Oh
repetitive.
yeah.
Within sentences and
Uh
paragraphs, there was a lot of repetition, especially the stuff related to the divorce. I remember it being just something that it would just be repeated a
mhm.
lot. Some of it could be seen as showing Brian's mental state, as he's completely alone. But the thing is I remember there was repetitive when he was in the plane before the pilot had the heart attack, and he was just thinking back about the divorce. Even there was some repetition. So
Mhm.
I think it might just be the author's style that I didn't quite like. But that was a small overall. That was the only thing I particularly didn't care for.
Mhm.
So what do you rate this book?
This is gonna come as a shock to everybody, but a 2 stars.
Oh, you decided not even go with that half star that you were gonna add a half star just because you felt
Yeah.
bad.
I don't even know.
Well, I gave it 4 because I liked it. I liked it more than you did, but I
Two.
still had some issues. So,
That's kind of shocking, right? 2 stars above me. Yeah.
well, I think there's been something else that you were like around a 3 and I was a 5, maybe, but maybe one of the Good Girls Guide to Murder books because I liked the
No, it
first
was
two
like
more than you
4.
did.
I did 4.5 at one point and 4 for the other ones.
So I couldn't be 2 above you on those then. Anyway, when you give something a 2, there's probably not any point in asking who you recommend it to.
Yeah, because I mean, if you like survival, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great for preteens and teens because it's got a boy main character and it's about survival. I have a feeling that this is the kind of book that
Oh yeah.
boys who don't really like to read could actually enjoy. And I could see also reading it with or alongside or somehow parents, I mean, that can discuss things with them, especially younger, like preteens and stuff. That's it. That's a really short review.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Probably
be.
because I didn't have that much to say,
It's
and
also a very short book, so
it's a
there's not a
short
lot to
book.
say in general.
Join us next time when we will be reviewing Ruth by Ellen Gunderson Traylor.
Until next time, I'm Christy,
And I'm Lena.
and this is
Generation Gap Book Reviews.